What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and it has arrived. It has arrived for both versions of the game. 200 million downloads is officially here. And wow, what a lot of stuff to go through. Let's get straight into some stuff. I'm going to be mostly covering the JP thing because, I mean, in the end, it's the same thing for both Global and JP. There are a couple of slight differences, so Global, correct me if I am wrong, but I think I got most of what was changed just slightly a bit. But nonetheless, let's get right into it. And first off, if you go into the news, yes, here it is. Called it. Gogeta coming to both versions of the game. Yeah, all you, oh, it's going to be exclusive? No, wasn't happening. Wasn't happening by a long shot. Nothing, something like as popular as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. No, I was going to both versions of the game. But anyway, so yes, the 200 million downloads special is here, and it looks to be, for the most part, a huge collab, actually. This is the first time they've ever done something like this, where they are making sure that most of whatever JP gets, Global gets, and vice versa, Global getting and JP getting. Again, there are a couple of slight differences based on where both versions of the game are, and I'll get into that in just a second. So, let's just go down the list about what we are getting. First off, I'm not going to translate all this simply because there are better descriptions down below. So that is why, because a lot of you are probably looking at this thing right here about my Nichi and then 20 stones a day kind of thing. So I'll get into that in just a second, because this ties into what I talked about yesterday about the crazy amount of free stones you could potentially get. Because, of course, with Bandai, there was a bit of a catch. There was a bit of a catch. So let's get straight into this first, okay? And this right here is talking about the JP versus Global, and this is about characters and stuff. Okay, anyway, first off, I'm pretty sure this is the same, maybe slight differences in the login bonuses, but nonetheless, just your daily login bonuses, log in every single day. JP's getting 2 stones, I think Global's getting 2 stones too, per day, and this goes until the 1st of September. Now, because obviously the JP team also handles the Global side of things, I think Global actually says just simply 1 day before. So instead of the 28th starting to, which is today, Japan time, I think it's saying the 27th for you guys, and then it's saying August 31st for Global, and obviously the 1st of September for JP. So, I mean, just time differences right there, like anything. So anyway, so yeah, so just the daily login bonuses stuff. It's 2 stones a day plus, you know, whatever medals, training items, ability orbs, the whole 9 yards. I think the last day we get an old Kai, which, hey, I am all for. I am all for. So yeah. Okay, now this is the big one. This is the big thing that we are very confused on. We didn't really know what was going on, especially with the daily missions. It's like 20 stones a day, or even 30 stones a day potentially, and it's like 650 stones and stuff like that. We are kind of right. We are kind of right. So what they have done essentially is they have put a pool. There is a huge pool of basically 2 million dragon stones that they are going to give to the community, okay, via these missions that I covered in my video yesterday. They are simple things from playing a stage 1 time, playing a stage 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, use a training item, up a guy in the training room or something, you know, just very basic and simple missions. And so, and it was calculated that if you did these, so like per day, it was like 20 to 30 stones. And if you calculated it, it was like over the course of the month, it was like 600 plus stones, which, hey, I'm all for, you know, anyone who would not want 600 free stones, unless I guess you don't want free stones. But of course, now today though, we find out that there is a little bit more information to that. It turns out, again, there is a pool of 200 million stones, I believe through both versions of the game. I could be wrong on that. But I think, from what I can translate, it's a combined pool over, you know, both versions of the game, which, if you retrospect, that might not be much. I don't know. We'll have to see when this lands here, but I mean, it's 8:16 by the time I am recording this right now. Yay for vacation. It's finally getting some videos out early. So it starts at 9 o'clock from what I can see. Yeah, 9 a.m. right here, Japan time at least. And basically what it's going for is it's saying that if you go to the mission, so Sekai de, mission, hon no mission no, ishi, and then stone, yada yada, essentially, it's saying that, you know, go into the missions, do these, and you get your stones. And you can only do it 20 times a day. That way you don't have crazy people trying to grind 500 stones within a day or anything like that. But once the pool is empty, it's gone. You know, the missions will not be there anymore. The only thing we'll probably still have is the usual weekend thing where, you know, spend 50 act and you get 1 dragon stone or something like that. And then obviously the Dragon Ball Super stones that you get on Sundays and everything. So I've seen people going bananas right now in the Reddit and Twitter and everything about not re-rolling and everything. The only thing I will say on it is that just be cautious. It's your choice in the end, but note that if the more you re-roll accounts and the more you do the missions every day, that's less stones overall to everyone else, okay? You know, we all want stones. We all need to learn to share. I mean, this is like kindergarten, basically. Learn to share with Timmy now, Bob. Okay, Francis, now it's your turn, okay? So, you need, you know, yes, in the end, we all want as many stones as we possibly can for ourselves, but at the same time, do know that the more accounts you potentially make for re-rolling and doing these missions to try and get a lot of stones, this pool will go away. I mean, literally think of it as a pool. A pool of 200 million dragon stones is going to go boom down like this, especially depending on how many players are here, especially because of how much Global brought in with the year 2 anniversary. Brought a lot of players back. JP with the tickets and everything probably brought some players back as well. And just overall combination of things, especially with this now, this is probably bringing back more people. More people are probably downloading it right now as I speak. So just be cautious. And the amount of stones, I mean, I'm hoping potentially this doesn't go away too fast, and if people can be a little realistic about it and hope that, you know, because Gogeta doesn't come, I'm going to spoil it now, Gogeta's not coming until the 4th of August for JP, which I think is the 3rd for Global. Or it might be a day off there, basically. But again, it's in here. I'll show you guys. But basically, the way it's going to go, you know, once these missions are gone, we're done. So hopefully we can all get around 100 stones. It would be my hope. You know, hopefully this thing can last for about 5 days. It says that it's going until the, you know, until basically the pool is empty. And that can go either really slow or really fast. So, again, hopefully people, you know, I don't see people really re-rolling until we know more about Gogeta and Shenron and everything like that. Because in order to get the stones, you have to do the missions. That's fine. You know, if people are just re-rolling and not doing the missions, that's totally fine. That's your choice. But what I'm saying is that if you're re-rolling like 5 accounts on your own your phone, your iPad, and everything, and you're doing the missions at the same time, just know that the pool is going to empty faster, and all of us overall are not going to get as many stones. So that is the case there with the stones and everything. So hopefully that can go there. Alright, so anyway, that out of the way, next is going on to the Bulma here. Yes, the 200 million download login bonus. We get this SSR Tech Bulma. I covered her in a video yesterday about what her abilities are and everything. It's coming to both versions of the game, completely go in. And from what I can understand, this is also being part of the Mr. Perfect or whatever it's called, I think is the literal translation about, you know, the strength of Vegeta and the strength of Yamcha or whatever. So, I mean, both those cards aren't really that good in my honest opinion. But basically the Bulma, though, you want to be going for her. You want to be able to go through, get all of her special orbs. You want to get all of those extras of her to get her SA up to 10. Get her up to 100%. She'll be really good at 100%, but she's not going to be very good if you don't get her up to 100%. Just like Goku Jr. and everything, okay? And from what I can understand when it comes to this, the JP version of the game versus the global version of the game, which, let's be fair, global is going to kick our asses like no tomorrow, which is totally understandable because more people. Again, country the size of California versus the world. Do the math. So, anyway, yeah, it will be interesting to see. But from the looks of it, it seems that this little event thing, the little, like, you know, do this event and whatever version of the game does it more or whatever, or completes it more or something like that, you know, is the winner, essentially. It's only going from today at 2 p.m. Japan time. 2 p.m. So that's like 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then it only goes until Monday at 8 p.m. Japan time. So do keep that in mind right there. It seems the event that we have to do is going to be this Bulma mission. So because there are, you know, there's a Bulma mission to get her, you know, ability orbs and everything like that. So this seems to be the case right here. And we'll just have to see. I don't know. I mean, honestly, once you get her maxed out, there's no point in going back into the event unless you really want that Vegeta or Yamcha. I mean, that Vegeta right there. So, like I said, guys, they're not really that good of cards. I covered them in a video yesterday. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. But overall, it's kind of there. I think it's more incentive to spark, you know, friendly competition or whatever. But honestly, you know, no one's gonna use these guys unless it's for a joke or just because you feel like it for some reason. So yeah. But the Bulma, though, the Bulma again is definitely really good. So we're both getting that. And then this is the weird thing. So we first have the competition, and then now it's like, oh, world peace now. We're bringing it all together because this little campaign here for this Goku, you probably recognize this Spirit Bomb Goku from the year 1 anniversary. This guy's getting a Dokkan Awaken, and there seems to be some kind of collab with, you know, both versions of the game, obviously, where it's going to be, it's a campaign thing where, which is weird because for Global, it's usually Facebook, and JP, it's Twitter. But either way, it seems that if you tweet this out or you share this enough on Facebook, again, more details coming, because this comes at 2 o'clock or 2 p.m. Japan time. So by then we will know. But it seems that, you know, based on the total amount that we get, will determine how the medal, because in order to get the medals for this guy, it's not from a Dokkan Fest. It's from this particular event or this campaign right here. So we will get the medals from that. We will get the Goku again if we don't happen to have him, and then we can Dokkan Awaken him into a TUR version where he's Super Saiyan. It basically just ups his passive from his current form right now. There's nothing really big changing going on. You can use him on a Vegeta team, but he's not going to be your elite or anything like that. So that seems to be the case for there. Again, 2 p.m. is when that stuff comes out. I'll be doing another update video and stuff when it hits 2 p.m. here Japan time, and I'll update you as fast as I possibly can. Now, this is where things start to change for Global and JP just a little bit, okay? And this is where JP has a bit of an advantage being 5 months ahead at the time that 200 million downloads is coming out. Because you have to remember, Global is going to get the same stuff JP gets. That's been the case no matter what. It's just simply been behind because JP came out first and then Global came out eventually and everything. And so, but with this is the ticket banner. This is the $200 million 200 million download ticket banner that JP, we got leaked in V-Jump and everything like that. We knew for every 50 stones that we did, it was going to give us 1 ticket from last October, I believe, until the 21st of July this year. So lots of tickets to be hopefully handed out. I'm expecting at least 300, if not more. But nonetheless, oh man, Nano, you are getting a lot of tickets, man, after all those LR summons and everything. Woo-wee. Yeah, you're going to be swimming in the tickets there. But anyway, so with JP, I'm assuming, we don't know what the ticket banner is supposed to come out sometime today. It just simply says the 28th, which I'm assuming is going to be around 5 p.m., but because servers and craziness and everything, it's going to be, probably going to be crazy trying to get your tickets. Just keep checking your gift box and everything, but wait until at least 5 p.m. Japan time, which is about 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So keep an eye out for that. So don't go crazy if you're not getting your tickets right away. No one has tickets right now. The banners aren't up, no tickets, no nothing or anything like that. So wait until 5 p.m. Japan time and then try to see and go in there. Of course, hopefully everyone gets the amount of tickets that they're hoping for and everything. But nonetheless, this definitely rewards players who have not re-rolled and who have not restarted their decks or anything like that. So in terms of what's on the banner, though, we're not really sure. We're assuming every single card up to now. So obviously, like, the Universe 6 stuff will not be on there. The, I think what other, I don't even remember what other banners are out right now because I haven't been summoning or anything like that. So all that stuff is going to be out, except for currently what is out on the banners. But everything else before that is going to be out. I'm assuming it's Gogeta. I'm assuming Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Brawly. All these guys are most likely going to be on there. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, good luck on the tickets. Again, it's going to be not the greatest rates per character. It's going to be normal rates just like before. I mean, it's going to be just like the last God banner, essentially, back when we had 100 million downloads. Expect lots of SSRs, but in terms of trying to pin down one specific character, yeah, it's going to be a little hard on that one, okay? And then on the 31st of July, it will turn to a stone banner. Of course, if you still have your tickets, it's not going to turn to a stone banner yet. But if you say use all your tickets in the first day, it will then come back as a stone banner on the 31st until the 1st of September, I believe. Yeah, the 1st of September. But let's face it, you're not going to really want to go for that because of what's coming down next, guys. And then from what I understand, Global, I don't know how you guys are getting your tickets or whatnot, because that's definitely a lot less time since you just had your ticket God banner. So a lot of people have not had a lot of time to use stones and spend them and everything like that. So you're definitely getting a lot less tickets. So I'm wondering personally if, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, that maybe it's going to be like you get a ticket from doing a multi-summon or something like that on the Gogeta banner or the Omega banner. I'm not really sure on that. Or maybe you get a ticket per day and then it's also combined with missions, or who knows. I'm not really sure. So let me know down in the comments below. I looked at the Global page and there doesn't seem to be a lot of information on it. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. So that's the big first difference in the Global and JP version. Both versions are getting a stone sale. Pretty awesome stuff right there. You can't deny that. This seems to be for getting, this is funny, it says Universe 7, being above in this first place for the store. And apparently we're getting 50 stones, so that can be collected sometime whenever, probably when the ticket banner is released. We will also get the 50 stones or whatever it might be. So hey, I'm all for it. That's 50 stones, save them for Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Again, guys, just don't summon on this banner, honestly, unless you get Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right off the bat. You get them, you know, you get dupes if you want them and everything, and you're just like, you know what? I don't need anything from this banner, but I do want to go to this banner. But I doubt you will, because if we go down here, yes, we are getting a dual Dokkan Fest with Gogeta and Omega. I am assuming, not yet confirmed, but it's 99%, you know, from speculations and everything, they are going to be the hero and the villain banner leaders, essentially, which is really good. No idea on the amount of key or the amount, I mean, well, we can assume the amount of key, but the amount of stat boost or anything like that, is it 100%, 90%? I doubt it's 120. No way it's 150 or anything like that. So, but it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. Were the leaks true, or did they change anything, especially with Gogeta and everything like that? So that is coming, and it's good to note here that the Gogeta banner is going to be a Heroes banner only, and the Omega banner is going to be a Villains banner only. So with Omega, you're probably going to see Cooler, Super 17, Kid Buu, all those guys and everything like that. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, we don't know exactly who's on the banner. It comes out on the 4th of August here, and then obviously the events come with it as well. This is the new event for Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Omega is getting a Super 2 event added to his current one that he has right now, which was to be expected. One thing to note, though, is the fact that down here is, I'm going to skip it and go back up, but we are getting half act for all the events, which is pretty normal. However, it states right here, though, is that his super, so this is the kanji for super, you've seen it before, his super stage will not have half act, which is to be expected. The new ones never have half act when they come out, and then the rest of them do have half act, okay? So, with that, the events will be coming. This is all going until the 24th. So, decent amount. I'm assuming with a double Dokkan Fest, or with a double banner here, we're probably going to have maybe 3 days or so of like 3 multis and get a free one or something like that. That would be my guess. It's been done in the past. I wouldn't be surprised. So, definitely go for those multis if you can. Again, I'm assuming Global is exactly the same on that one. And then next, we get an Old Kai banner. Now, the dates are interesting on this because it's only around for a week. So save 50 stones. I am telling you guys right now, save 50 stones so that by the time the 11th comes around, you can get a Old Kai banner. Especially if you pull Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 or Omega, you're gonna want to get it up to SA10. Neither of them have farmable with supers. This is the only way to do it. Okay, so make sure you go in and make sure that you get that Old Kai banner. Okay. Next, we're getting some kind of legendary campaign from the 7th to the 4th. I don't really know what this is about. There's really no details. There was something in that daily reminder that, hey, 200 million download stuff is coming up over the past couple days, and I think it was like saying 2 days beforehand. It talked about how they're removing the stamina limit or not the stamina limit, the act limit on the amount of characters you can bring in the Super Strike cards. Because in order to take on LR Goku and LR Vegeta or LR Frieza, you can just take any in-game cards now. You don't need just a Super Strike card. So they're gonna take off that cap of the Super Strike cards. So I don't think this is it, because it says campaign and everything like that. But something's going on from the 4th or the 7th until the 4th of September. We'll have to see what that is. Again, more details coming up later. And yeah, it should be very, very interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Times 3 experience at the Bob Shop sales, half act, we all know it, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that's basically it. And then this is again just the amount of stuff we'll be getting per day. 2 stones a day with all different items, orbs, the whole 9 yards. So can't really complain. So yeah, so lots of stuff going on, guys. It's 8:30 right now currently as I am about to wrap up this recording. So in half an hour, the missions start, and we'll have to see exactly what happens. So again, it's your choice in the end, but just note that if you re-roll a bunch of accounts and you do the missions, that is less overall for everyone, and their stones are gonna run out faster. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna guess 150 to 200 stones per person before the whole pool is empty. That's what I'm going to guess, okay? Hopefully that's the case. I'm not really sure, but again, we'll have to see exactly what happens. So be civil in the comments. Okay? Both versions of the game are getting amazing cards and everything like that. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments below. As always, guys, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you in the next one.